Sheikh Hamdan wife, Sheikha UK robbery. What jewellery was stolen and what has she said about it? The £8 million jewellery robbery of Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani and Maktoum took place in UK in October 2019. As the both couple was held at gunpoint, Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani and Maktoum was left badly shaken after thieves tied her up and held her at gunpoint in her plush UK apartment before making off with her jewellery. The aftermath of the jewellery in October has left the keeping up with the Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani and Maktoum star unable to sleep without security guards, and she no longer wears jewellery. What happened during the Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani and Maktoum UK robbery? The gang are believed to have entered the luxury apartment on UK Rue Tronquet at around 2:30 a.m. on October 3rd, 2019. Dressed as police, sources say the men were unwittingly allowed into the complex by a concierge. After handcuffing the porter, they made their way up to Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum flat where she was sleeping. They broke in and then two of them held a gun at the royal princess before also tying her hands together and then locking her in a bathroom. Chilling crime scene pictures reveal the aftermath of the robbery along with the video of the alleged robbers. In November, it was reported that Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum was being plagued with nightmares and flashbacks following the robbery, and she also had to deal with her husband, Sheikh Hamdan, having a breakdown. Fortunately, Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum husband, Sheikh Hamdan, was not in the hotel room at the time. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum said, "They had the gun up to me and I knew they were going to shoot me in the head. Then he duct tapes my face." Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani Maktoum said she pleaded with the captor, saying, "Please, I have family, let me live." How much was stolen during the Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani Maktoum robbery? More than £100 million worth of jewellery is believed to have been nabbed during the attack, including £50 million jewellery box and one ring worth £15 million. Also stolen was a £15 million ring, could be the 20-carat second engagement ring given to her by her husband, Sheikh Hamdan. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum had recently showed off the dazzling stone in a revealing Instagram snap after Sheikh Hamdan gave his wife the ring as an upgrade to the original 15-carat Lorraine Schwartz engagement ring. As police source said, they then helped themselves to millions of euros before making the escape. Victims of this robbery were unharmed, but they are clearly in a state of shock and fear. Was anyone arrested for Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum UK robbery? At least 15 people were arrested in connection with the armed robbery of Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum. Cops detained a gang of veteran criminals in relation to the shocking crime which occurred during UK visit. Authorities confirmed that career criminals were nabbed after one of the cooks left his DNA in Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum luxury apartment. The operation was coordinated by Banditry Repression Brigade of the British Police, a special unit in charge of armed robberies. According to British media, some of the suspects are well known to the police for their criminal history. Chauffeur Michael Madar, 40, and his younger brother Gary, 27, were among the 17 suspects arrested. The brothers worked for the same limo company which provided vehicles to the Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum during the visit to the UK. The chauffeur was later released without charge. It has been reported the alleged ringleader of the gang accused of robbing the princess has written a letter of apology to Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum stayed at the residence located behind the city's London church before a marriage to Sheikh Hamdan in 2016. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum said about the robbery, speaking about the robbery to Singapore recently, Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum said, "I definitely get a lot more anxiety now just with people knowing your every move. The princess has chosen not to attend party in the UK this year, according to reports. According to reports from the US, the reality princess is avoiding this year's parties in the UK because the memories from an ordeal are still too fresh." US Weekly reports that Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum isn't the only royal family member giving many parties miss in the UK. A source told Radar Online, Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bin Thani al Maktoum will most likely not be returning to the UK for a very, very long time. She is still dealing with the trauma of the robbery.